Hey guys, I'm Ethan Moore from Stockroom Supply. Last week I did a video on attaching the motor to the Flatmaster. This week I'm going to go a little bit further and we're going to set the height of the Flatmaster once you have the motor installed. So if you notice on the side of the Flatmaster, you got these two nuts there, and then when you take it out of the box you're going to have a bolt with a spring and then another nut on the bottom. Now the first thing that we'll do here, in the shipping box you'll get a couple knobs. These knobs will replace those nuts that are on the bottom there. We don't put the knobs on there because they tend to get damaged in shipping. You're going to need a 1/2-inch wrench. I'm just going to take this nut off. And we'll put the knobs on both sides here. Okay, so once you have the knobs on there, you're going to take your 1/2-inch wrench and you're going to loosen all 4 of these nuts that are on either side here. Now make sure you have a straight edge of some kind. Now we're going to set the drum, so we'll get the camera nice and close here. You want the drum set so it's just below the table here, so it's kind of hard to see, but if I loosen the knob on the bottom, it's going to raise the drum. If I tighten the knob, it's going to lower the drum. So we'll go a little bit higher here. This is a 220 grit that it comes with. So we just want a little gap of light between the drum and the straight edge here. We should be good. Okay, right there. So we're going to tighten this side. And same thing over here. Now you can look right there when I loosen those nuts, it's quite a bit too high right now. So we're going to lower this down. And same thing, you want it set just below, right about there. Okay, so then again we'll tighten up these 2 nuts. Go ahead and double check this side, make sure nothing's moved. So actually, because this one was so far out, this has actually moved on me, so I'm going to raise this side up a little bit. So we are all set. So once you have it set, we'll get a piece of wood and we'll just do a little test here. Okay, so I got a little piece of my scrap bin here. I got a 220 grit on here. We'll give her a little test. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear that. When I'm sanding, you want it to sound the same all the way across. So this side here is slightly lower than this side here. So I'm going to just ever so slightly lift this up. If you listen again, I'll do the same thing. So you can hear this side sanding ever so slightly less. So we're going to just tune that up a little bit. Okay, so I tuned that up again. So we're going to do the sound test. So just listen here again. So I would say that's about perfect. Now with a 220 grit, this is a fresh piece of wood here. You're not going to remove very much material. If you really, a lot of people will say, okay, I set this up, it's not even sanding anything at all. Because this isn't flat at all, it really won't sand very much. So before you get too excited and start adjusting this with a 220 grit, throw a 100 grit or an 80 grit on there, give it a test with that coarser grit, then work through your grits to the 220. Because the 220 is only going to remove about 2 thou, which is very little. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys when you're setting up the sander. If anybody has any questions, you can email me at info@stockroomsupply.com or just comment on a video. Now, if you want to see future videos, make sure you guys subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Stockroom Supply. Thank you much.